when we say, as you say, and every day Anmol says, that the government has been unable to prove a single thing. What does Atishi say? The government has been unable to bring a single evidence. The government has nothing. Now, these are statements made by the accused. Today, you are an accused, and your statements therefore have no validity. What has validity, Piyush, is how the court looks upon the facts at hand. I'm sure you'll agree with me, Piyush, and Revolu also, that all the things that Mr. Gaurav Bhatia has said, the fact that he's been given 6 days in custody, that the High Court has rejected interim bail, not just like that, after looking at some evidence against Kejriwal, which was given in the form of a sealed envelope, that Manish Sisodia for 16 months has not got bail, and the Supreme Court has observed while doing so that prima facie a money trail of 338 crores has been established, that the same applies to co-accused Sanjay Singh, right? And now all of these matters prove that the court has seen some material. The court has access to some evidence. The court is seized of something in this matter. And on the basis of that, the court decides. The court does not decide just like that. And I will give my own example, Piyush. When the Supreme Court gave me bail, the Supreme Court said in its detailed observation that there is no prima facie case against Arnab Goswami. Now, if there was a prima facie case I faced, then I would not have got bail. Now, what is being established in this case is that there appears to be a prima facie case, otherwise no High Court, Supreme Court, all repeatedly would not be rejecting the multiple appeals of the AAP filed with multiple top lawyers of this country. So that's a reality check. Your response, Piyush.
Okay. The courts have to respond in accordance to the law. The courts work. Can you hear me? Okay. So the courts work according to the jurisprudence.
Yes, loud and clear. Go on.
Yeah. What the Bharatiya Janata Party and the union government is doing is creating in laws in such a manner. It's the Putinistic form of governance, like the Vladimir Putin is governing Russia. Similarly, they are trying to govern India and trying to make it a single party system. And how do you do that? You have to conduct elections like Putin conducts elections. You have to destroy the constitutional bodies. You have to weaken them deliberately so that they dance to your tunes.
Just a minute. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm asking you a counter. May I ask you a small counter, Piyush? One second, sir. Piyush, a small counter, please. And my question is to you. Piyush, one minute. Before you make the Putin reference and this reference and that, please look at the legality of it. The courts, the BJP cannot do things on its own. The ED cannot put anyone in jail randomly. They have to prove before every level of the court and appellate courts that they are carrying the evidence to justify keeping a person in custody. Piyush, tomorrow they can't just pick you up. You will get bail within a day. And it will be a slap in the face of the ED if they can't prove the case against you. The fact that so many times bail is being rejected, which means somewhere you will agree with me that the investigating agency has been able to prove the credentials of the case before the court. So don't make it look so random. It is not as random as you're making out.